were actually surprised based on what happened in Finland court few hours ago on the trial of Simon Ekpa. It's normally news that Simon Ekpa trial finally began in Finland, and what happened to the lawyer of Simon Ekpa in the Finland court yesterday have never happened in the history of Finland before. Obviously speaking, a lot of people are saying that the Tinubu pay the lawyer that is speaking against Simon Ekpa, which is the Finland lawyer. The Tinubu pay them. Why did they drag Simon Ekpa lawyer down terribly like that? This is unfair. This is not called for. Those are the chanting of a lot of people, and a lot of Biafrans have been emotional. A lot of Biafrans have been in tears based on what is happening to Simon Ekpa in the Finland court. I will play you the full video. You will see the footage. You will see everything the way it goes. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just do what to share it. Share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share the video, just like it, give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, endeavor to click the registration button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in a few hours time, YouTube will notify you by letting you to know about what we have in store for you. A lot of things is happening as far as Simon Ekpa case is concerned. It's quite a while now. We never speak about the case of Simon Ekpa. We never talk about what is happening to him as far as the Finland detention facility is concerned. It's normally news that Simon Ekpa trial began, and this guy had been going to court every day. He was not even moving from his house to the court. They did not grant him bail. He's actually going from Finland detention facility to the court, unlike the one at the KANU is going from DSS detention in Nigeria to the court. They never granted him bail, and a lot of people have been asking questions. This man is not a murderer, he's not a hardened criminal, so why didn't they allow him to go? Those are the questions that a lot of people are actually asking, but that's not even the ball of contention. Kasala boss few years ago, what have never happened in the history of the Finland court before finally transpired few hours ago on the case of Simon Ekpa. Is it because this man is a Nigerian man that finds himself in Finland? Because come and see the way they disgrace and drag the lawyer Simon Ekpa on ground. They did not even want to know. Look at the way they disgrace this man. I will play the full video. You see things the way it goes. When this issue actually started, then a lot of people were saying that no, Finland have the back of Simon Ekpa, that Finland is supporting Simon Ekpa when Nigeria is trying to extradite him, when Nigerian government is doing everything possible to extradite him. A lot of Biafrans were so blind to the extent that they were thinking that Finland is supporting Simon Ekpa and Finland is doing everything possible to make him to stay in their country. You will see things the way it goes. Come and see the drama that actually took place in court. Everywhere is boiling right now. Biafrans have been crying for the past few hours. I will play the full video. I would like you to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just do what to share it. Share it to different social media platform. Let it go viral. Let a lot of people get to know what is happening as far as Simon Ekpa case is concerned. Let everybody see everything that is being done to this man as far as this case is concerned. And if you can share the video, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us until it gets to the last person. When the issue started, then a lot of Biafrans were blind to the extent that they were saying that no, Finland is supporting Simon Ekpa. That's why every move that Nigerian government is actually making to arrest Simon Ekpa, to extradite him back to Nigeria, every of the plan was actually failing. But these people never know that Finland have another interior motive. They never know that when Nigerian government is trying to extradite Simon Ekpa, all of that, Finland have already conducted their investigation. They have already begun their investigation rather. They started their investigation. The reason why they never arrested Simon Ekpa then was because they're trying to investigate him. Because all these Western people, once they investigating you, they will not arrest you. They can investigate you for 11 years before they come to pick you up. Unlike Nigeria. Nigeria is not like that. Once Nigerians see that there's something fishy about you, they will just come to just carry you without any investigation, without any evidence against you. And it is when they carry you finish, that is when they will begin to look for every possible evidence against you. But in the case of Simon Ekpa and the case of the Western countries and all of that, they started the investigation on Simon Ekpa. They already digging down on him, because for Simon Ekpa to come out of this case, it will be very difficult, because these people started investigating Simon Ekpa for some couples of years, and it was that time that Biafrans were clapping for Finland government, that Finland government is doing everything possible to protect Simon Ekpa. Not knowing that these people were already digging up investigations on him, and they've gathered up a lot of evidence, even to the extent that when they were in court, before the drama took place in court, when they were in court, they were actually reading out the allegations of Simon Ekpa, and the moment they're reading it out, for the lawyer of Simon Ekpa to defend that particular allegation, they will bring out another allegation and they will play it on TV for them to see what they're talking about. Even to the extent that Simon Ekpa's lawyer, they don't even know what to defend again, because they've captured this guy red-handed, and Biafrans were so emotional, they were actually crying when they saw the ruling actually going on in the court, even to the extent that the lawyer of Simon Ekpa was dragged down in the court and nothing is being done about it. And a lot of people were moved to say that Tinubu is involved in every of the activities that's actually happening in the Finland court. Those are what a lot of people are saying. Now, I'll play the full video for you to see everything the way it goes. Ngozi Orabueze already know that this is coming to Simon Ekpa. She already know that this thing is going to happen. That woman already know. That's the CSO of Biafra. She already knew. That's why she released a video a few days before the ruling took place today. You see, this is the way it goes. Hear what Ngozi Orabueze said, and Biafrans goes emotional moment. She was actually saying that, and come and see the drama that happened in court today, few hours after. Just stay connected. If you can share the video, share it. If you can share it, just like it. Stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Their target is to stop the restoration of the United States of Biafra, but they have failed. The same thing they did to NNAMDI KANU. They collude with the Nigerian state to investigate a case that was reported to them. But they refused to investigate the human rights abuses, the killings of innocent Biafrans that led to what we are doing today. They pretended as if our lives do not matter. They are more interested in the economic and bilateral relationship they wanted to establish with the terrorist Nigerian state. They are more interested in that than the subjugation, the killings of innocent Biafrans, which formal report has been given to them, to Finland, by the Prime Minister. They refuse to investigate that, but they are quick to jump into investigation when the terrorist state of Nigeria reports our Prime Minister to them. Again, the whole essence of this was to stop what we are doing. Stop the full restoration of the United States of Biafra. But they failed. We are a nation at this time. And at the right time, we will institute the appropriate protocol to ensure that Finland let our Prime Minister go. Immediately, we will, as a nation, do what we have to do to make sure that happens. So we want to encourage our Prime Minister, Sc.Atter, to be resolute, to be strong. Do not be moved. Do not shake, because we've restored the United States of Biafra. We've done that. Finland could not stop that. Nigeria could not stop that. So all this fight, they are taking to different quarters, is null and void. The major reason why they took our Prime Minister away is to stop the restoration of the United States of Biafra. But we told them that the restoration of the United States of Biafra as a free nation does not depend on any one man. It does not depend on Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Neither does it depend on NNAMDI KANU. It is the will and the wish of the people to be free from a state, a Nigerian state that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists into the community. Hire them in the military and the police, give them AK-47, send them to the southeast, southwest, middle belt, different part of indigenous Nigerian states to displace the citizens, to kill the Christians and take over their homes. That is the plan of Christopher Musa And that is what he continues to do. No matter what he tells the world, no matter how he tries to paint it, we are the one wearing the shoe. We know where it pinches. Finland cannot tell us our story. Nigeria state cannot tell us our story. It is we Biafrans that must tell our story. And that story is already told. We are an independent nation today. We met all the criteria. We declared our independence on November 29th, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. We conducted a self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans voted, both at home and abroad. We have our map, the map of the United States of Biafra. We have a distinct people, distinct culture, distinct tribe. We are building our alliances all over the world. So we are an independent state. Currently, Nigeria is occupying a foreign land. We have written to Nigeria to peacefully exit our land. We have written to most world leaders about the independence of the United States of Biafra. We are employing all the peaceful means to ensure that we exist in our land without any interruption from anyone. We have the 40 states of the United States of Biafra in the Biafra territory. We have a full set structure in our land in Biafra. We have the 40 states with the 40 governors. Each of the states have 15 counties with the districts and the wards. All the 40 state governors have commissioners that work in different departments in their states. We have our Biafra military. We are building on them by the second, getting the best education, getting the international humanitarian laws, the rights. Our military is one of the best and is going to be one of the best in the world. So we are building the United States of Biafra military every day. It is our right to build that because we need them to stop the killing by the Nigerian state. We need them to secure our land. We need them to defend our people. We need them to defend our farms from the Fulani terrorists that are sent to our land by the Nigerian state. We must defend our land. Self-determination is our right. Self-defense is our right. Freedom of the people is guaranteed. That is exactly what we are doing, and we will continue to do that. We must continue to defend our land. So we thank our Prime Minister for giving us a template to fully restore the United States of Biafra, which we have done. I want to let Biafrans and the world know that anybody that infringes on your freedom just for one day is your enemy. Anybody that locks you up for one day for nothing is your enemy. There are no two ways about it. Talk less of infringing and locking somebody up for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 5 years, 4 years. Anyone that does that is your enemy. Have no doubt about it. There are no two ways about it. That's your enemy.
A lot of interesting and a lot of fascinating events has unfolded in the country of Finland regarding Mr. Simon, a man held in a Kilamakowski Correctional Center situated or domiciled in Finland. Today being the 26th of May of 2025, Mr. Simon was brought before the Päijät-Häme District Court to officially kickstart his trial, and a lot of events played out in the court session. So in this video, we shall be discussing and showcasing every single thing that happened today in the Päijät-Häme District Court regarding Mr. Simon's trial. Well, just in case you want to fact check us, or just in case you want to get first-hand info for yourselves, you can actually go to the Päijät-Häme District Court official website and read up all the documents posted on their official website. Yes, so today being the 26th of May of 2025, Mr. Simon appeared before the Päijät-Häme District Court to begin his trial. Yes, the Päijät-Häme District Court was opened around 10 a.m. today, but Simon was called upon around 10:55 a.m. of this said day. Yes, Simon appeared in court together or alongside his lawyer in the person of Carl Gumeres. And just in case you don't know who Carl is the official lawyer representing Simon in the court of law. Well, the whole court session kicked off around 10:55 a.m. and the very first case, or the very first document that was presented before Simon and his legal counsel team was the case of sit at home. Yes, the prosecuting lawyer presented a series of documents to state the fact that Simon somehow, some way incited violence using his social media platform and also forcing individuals and residents of the southeastern part of Nigeria to sit at home every single Monday. But Carl Gumeres quickly countered the statements coming from the prosecuting lawyer. He was like, Simon never forced anybody to sit at home. Simon has never incited any form of violence in the southeastern region of Nigeria, and Simon will never ask anybody or force anybody to sit at home. And this is coming from Carl Gumeres in a form of protection to protect his client Simon. But the lawyer representing the government of Finland said something and presented a document that placed Carl Gumeres and the whole courtroom in a very awkward situation and position. Showing right now on your screen is the lawyer representing the government. He was like, see, this document was signed by you. If you look closely, you definitely see your signature, you see your name, and this was released on the 2nd of July of 2023. Yes, so what is this document and why is it even presented in the courtroom? Well, the lawyer was like, see, this document was released on the 2nd of July of 2023, which is a public service announcement for a sit-at-home order. He was like, see, this word order are not voluntary, meaning this is more like a compulsory announcement. He also went a step further to show that, see, we have your signature here and this came from your office. The lawyer representing the government also highlighted a section of this document which Carl Gumeres wasn't able to defend. He was like, see, this document states, and I quote, we hereby call on all market leaders to strictly adhere to this order and treat it with utmost seriousness. We also call on all oil companies operating in USB territory to shut down oil exploration on this date to avoid the anger of the USB people, which may come with heavy consequences. The lawyer also went a step further to explain this highlighted part of this document and how or why it contradicts an optional sit at home. He was like, as you can see clearly, this is an enforcement. You threaten people to sit at home. You ask them to stay at home using very strict and compelling terms and wordings. So, as you can see, this is not an optional document or an optional request. These are the words of the lawyer representing the government. These are not my own words. And like I said, feel free to go to the Päijät-Häme District Court website to get official and fact check every single thing that will be discussed in this particular video coverage. In a form of defense, Carl Gumeres stated that this particular document did not come from the desk of Simon. This did not come from him. This document probably was forged. This document probably was presented by somebody else and not Simon. But then the court also went a step further to present the fact that this came from Simon's Twitter page, and I don't want to bore you with all of the conversations leading to this document. Let's move and look at other interesting discussions had in the courtroom. Yes, the lawyer representing the government also said that Simon somehow, some way has used a different platform to incite violence in the southeastern region of Nigeria, stating that Simon used or built a social media platform that was basically presented or basically built to be used as a form of inciting violence in the southeastern region of Nigeria. Showing right now on your screen is a document presented as fact. As you can see, we've blurred out some digits or some info about this document because these documents are highly confidential. And when you look closely, when you observe closely, you notice that this particular document is an email that was sent to Simon from the App Store Connect. Yes. So just in case you don't understand what is currently going on here, Simon built, or he paid or financed the creation of a social media platform known as freedomstream.oy. Yes, just in case this is your very first time of hearing this particular social media platform, it's more like a streaming platform like YouTube, like Twitter, and all of those, Netflix, and all of those streaming platforms where you can go there, upload videos or watch videos. So the court was like, you created a social media platform known as Freedom Stream, and a lot of your users used this particular app to spread false info and to incite violence. Carl Gumeres, the lawyer representing Simon in the court of law, stated categorically that my client has no control, has no immediate control of what his users post on that platform. He was like, my client built this website or built this app, he paid for the creation of this app, and users can actually go there and upload whatever they want to upload. He has no immediate restrictions on this website or this app. He only take down videos if users flag down a particular upload. And the lawyer representing the government said negligence is not an excuse in the court of law, that you cannot use negligence to defend the fact that your own product has been used wrongly. Well, they had some back and forth, they had some conversations and all of those stuffs which got really boring. But then the lawyer representing the government came out to present a tweet from Simon. Showing right now on your screen is a screenshot of that particular tweet where he said, this was released on the 28th of October of 2024. It states, breaking, the game-changing USB app about to hit the App Store. And the lawyer was like, as you can see, this came from your client. Your client founded and created this app, and he is the CEO of freedomstream.oy. And that app or streaming platform has been used to incite violence. And these are the words of the lawyer from the government. These are not my own words. I'm only here to give you the update and to share the news with you, analyzing every single thing that has been discussed today in the Pajehami District Court. Anyways, moving on swiftly, let's take a look at the most interesting parts of the whole court session today, because a lot of things were discussed, and if we really want to showcase everything from the Pajehami District Court, we'll probably spend more than 1 hour in this video coverage, but we're trying to summarize every single thing and make it easy for consumption and for understanding. And that is why we'll make this video very, very short and not 1 hour as the case may be. Yes, so the lawyer representing the government said that Simon has used his social media platform to incite violence and also use his social media platform to sponsor terrorism in Nigeria in different ways, in different shapes and in different forms. The lawyer of Simon said, how can you say my client has influenced or sponsored issues or incidents in Nigeria? It doesn't make sense in any way, shape or form. You cannot just come out and make allegations or place allegations on my client when you don't have proper evidence to back up your claims. And the lawyer from the government said, okay, in subsequent court sessions, I will definitely show you proof. I will definitely present proof and evidence, dissect them for you to see and understand. But then he presented something to the courtroom. He presented a full breakdown of Simon's activities on Twitter. I'll show you right now on your screen is a full breakdown coming from the lawyer representing the government, where he detailed Simon's full analytics. When you look down, when you scroll down to the bottom section of this screen or this page, you see that Simon has released over 5,582 tweets so far, and he has gathered over 226 million views and 20.8 million engagements and 11.4 million reactions. And this is coming from January of last year to September of last year only, as you can see on the left hand corner of your screen. So the lawyer was like, see, your client has used his social media platform to incite violence. He also presented series of tweets to the courtroom and to the court sessions. He showed a lot of tweets, which I will definitely not bore you with. But if you want to see those tweets, and really understand the gravity of what is happening right now, you can go to the Pajami District Court website and get full info for yourselves. But then moving on swiftly, the lawyer representing the government came out to make a very, very strong allegation that will probably take Simon's 2 steps backwards. Yes, he made a statement that would take Simon 2 steps backwards. So what did this man say, and how will it affect Simon? Well, showing right now on your screen is a tweet coming from the USB whatever Twitter page released sometime last year. It states, all USB in Zoo Army that wishes to defend our motherland USB should send me a message at, and the number was enlisted in that tweet. Yes, the number was enlisted. We had to blur out some sections of that number so as to stay in line with YouTube terms and service concerns. Yes, so the lawyer said that after thorough investigations were carried out, after the National Bureau of Investigations investigated and looked into this number, they noticed that it's attached or linked with Simon. Yes, they claim that this number was once upon a time used by Simon, and that is why he's asking any individual, any USB citizen in the Nigerian army should resign and come back and serve their motherland. The lawyer also said that this is a clear form of terrorism. Yes, you can't ask individuals acting in the country's army to leave their army and fight against the army. That this is a clear form of terrorism and whatsoever. And that is the claim from the lawyer. But Simon's lawyer, Carl Gumera, said this tweet or this post doesn't mean anything. We cannot lay basis on a tweet coming from a very different handle and not the handle of Simon. It was like, this doesn't make any sense. And how can you say a number here showing right now on your screen is linked with my client? He's asking the court to prove it. He's asking the court to present documents and present facts that this number is linked with Simon. But then the lawyer from the government gave a little bit of facts and a little bit of details coming out from this number's WhatsApp. Showing right now on your screen is a conversation that was sent to that particular number, which many claim that Simon was a recipient of this particular number or this particular info. When you look closely, you notice that an individual was calling for help. You can pause this part of the video to read up and understand. If you want to see what is currently going on here, you can pause this video, read and understand. They were like, see, this message was sent to your client. Somebody was asking for assistance. Somebody was asking for help. An individual who joined your army has been gunned down, and the other one is currently being hunted down. They were like, as you can see, this is the number enlisted in this particular tweet, and this is a conversation from that particular number. So the question here, how did the government manage to get this tweet? When you look closely, when you look at this particular conversation, it's not a screenshot. Somebody visibly used a phone to take this picture. That is to say, the recipient of this particular message probably took a photograph of the message, or somebody who stumbled on this phone or who stumbled on the conversation took a picture of this photograph, which simply means that there's an inside work or an insider working in the USB at the same time working for the government of Nigeria and whatsoever. So in summary, Carl Gumeres, the lawyer of Simon, played a defensive role today. He did not actually try to call out the lawyers representing the government. Carl Gumeres told Simon to just sit back, lay low, and just defend whatever comes your way. Carl Gumeres was trying to see the facts or the evidence that the government or the lawyer representing the government has at this particular point in time, and that is why he did not really push.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see everything that is actually happening as far as Ekpa case is concerned. You can see everything that was read out in court. You can see the questions that they were actually asking the lawyer of Simon Ekpa in that very court. That is to tell you that these people did not begin the investigation of Simon Ekpa when they arrested him in November last year. They started the investigation before they even picked him up at all. A lot of people were saying that it was when Sc.Atter actually visited Finland president. That was when they picked Simon Ekpa up. That was when they started investigation on him. It's a lie. That's a lie. Biafrans should be more intelligent than what we're thinking. You know, a lot of investigation are beginning every time. You can see how they dig into this guy. It was even Twitter that they actually using against him more and more in that particular court. It was all his activities on Twitter that actually using against him now. And Simon Ekpa, before he can actually answer a particular question, before he can defend himself in one angle, they will dig down again to bring out another question, to dig down another evidence based on that particular thing that he's trying to defend again. This guy lawyer is already sick and tired. That's what is happening. And you can see the way the lawyer is being embarrassed based on what actually happened in the court few hours ago. You can see everything the way it transpired. A lot of people were saying that maybe Tinubu paid these people extra money. That is the Finland lawyer that actually defending Finland. You know, Simon Ekpa have his own lawyer that is defending him. Why the Finland have their own lawyer that they trying to bring him down? All of that. They say maybe Tinubu actually paid those people. That's why they actually put on more energy to actually ensure that they bring this guy down. Because you look at everything that is happening, all the evidence that they gathered is more than enough to bring someone down, including asking him questions about the sit-at-home that he imposes on eastern part of Nigeria. Look at what these people are actually asking him. And a lot of Biafrans back then, they were saying that Finland got the back of Simon Ekpa, Finland is supporting Simon Ekpa, Finland government and Simon Ekpa, they are very good friends, that they cannot even bring Simon Ekpa down. Even Simon Ekpa himself came out to say then that Finland is not Nigeria, that Finland government cannot bring him down, that Finland government is not like Nigerian government, that they will only support him and all of that. You know, Simon Ekpa was a politician as far as Finland is concerned before, but irrespective of the fact that he was a politician, these people have to distinguish their citizens from the people that actually came to join their country. Even though you have their citizenship passport and all of that, that doesn't mean that you're part of them. You can see the way these people are trying everything possible to actually bring this guy down. You know, for the West to support a breakout in Africa, it is very, very difficult because these people are actually enjoying a very big dividends as far as African is concerned. You can see the case of Ibrahim Traore. What is going on between Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso and Macron, the president of France, and all of that? You can see everything that is happening. That's to tell you that for Macron not to want to leave Burkina Faso alone, that's to tell you he's seeing a lot of dividends as far as that country is concerned. Now tell me, if Burkina Faso want to break, for example, will Macron allow it when he's actually seeing a lot of good dividends from all those kind of country? Likewise Nigeria, for Nigeria to break, these people are not going to support it. They are not supporting it in any way because they know that all the benefit that they're actually benefiting with, I'm talking about the Western people, all the benefit they're benefiting from the soil of Nigeria, they will not see it again. So for you to say that Finland is actually supporting Simon Ekpa, they are actually protecting him, is a big lie. Biafrans make that mistake, and that mistake is actually costing them a lot now. The same thing that is happening to Nnamdi KANU in Nigeria, that's the same thing that they want to play out in Finland against Simon Ekpa. You can see the way they actually anchored this man and they ambush him. The time that Biafrans were saying that, oh, Finland were actually protecting Simon Ekpa, they did not want Nigerian government to touch him, even irrespective of the number of petitions that Nigerian government have written to Finland and all of that, that Finland leaves Simon Ekpa to be doing his things and all of that. A lot of Biafrans were giving kudos to Finland government, that Finland government is the best government, but you can see the thing the way it's going now. You will notice that even the time that Biafrans were clapping for Finland government were already digging out evidence against Simon Ekpa. They already started investigation on him at that time, and you can see everything the way it goes. Now, drop a opinion in the comment section on this video. Simon Ekpa can really come out of this thing? You do think they can actually let this man to go? Do you think at the end of the day they will still not extradite him or deport him back to Nigeria after everything, after all the do's and the blah 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 that is going to happen in the court or the basketballs? Drop your opinion, feel free in the comment section. Just state your opinion in the comment section. And as regard Ngozi Orabueze, you can see the way she actually spoke few days before the court make their ruling against Simon Ekpa, you know, based on the court activity that took place today. You can see the way Ngozi Orabueze spoke few days before today. You will notice that it's like this woman already know everything that is going to play out as far as the court is concerned. So she was already giving out her words of encouragement to Simon Ekpa because she already know the drama that is already going to take place. Now, do you think Simon Ekpa will come out of this? Drop your opinion in the comment section. As I'm gonna dedicate an upload for you and share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. And bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious cause plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor where they back, where? Politician where they do pass himself. Corrupt leader. All the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG watch TV.